Hi students, let us start with chapter 23 Fundamental Concepts. So, today we will be starting with geometry. What is geometry? Geometry is the study of position, shape, size and other properties of different figures. Geometrical terms such as point, line, plane, etc. carry the basic ideas for the development of geometry. So, the first concept we have point. Point is a mark of position. It has neither length nor width nor thickness and occupies no space. Point is a mark of position. It has neither length, width nor thickness and occupies no space. A small dot made by a sharp pencil on a plain sheet of paper represents a point. A point is represented by a dot. In general, it is denoted by a capital letter such as A, P, X, etc. as shown alongside, and it's read as point P, point X, etc. Hope point is clear to you. So this is in page number 202 in your textbook. Okay. Next we have line. A line has only length. It has neither width nor thickness. A line as shown in the figure in page number 202. It is represented by a straight mark with two arrowheads and is denoted by two capital letters. The word line usually refers to a straight line. Now, few more concepts about line. The two arrows of a line drawn in opposite direction indicate the line has unlimited then, that it can be extended up to any distance on either side. A line may be straight or curved, but when we say a line, it means a straight line only. The basic idea of the line is its straightness and that extends the infinity in both directions. An unlimited number of lines can be drawn through a given fixed point. Okay, so through a given fixed point you can draw, if this is the fixed point, unlimited number of lines. Every line has an infinite number of points in it. Now next concept we have ray. It is a line that a straight line that starts from a given fixed point and moves in the same direction. The adjoining figure shows a straight line that starts from a given fixed point A and moves through B in the same direction. So this is how we can represent it. Therefore, it is a ray and it is written as AB. So one side is fixed, the other side can be extended to any length. That's called as ray. Now next we have line segment. A line segment is a part of a straight line. The adjoining figure shows a line segment AB which has two endpoints. That is AB. AB and BA represent same line segment. A line segment is a part of a line as well as of a ray. Next we have surface. A surface has length, width but no thickness. Surface has length, width but no thickness. A page of a book, the outside of a book, blackboard represent a flat surface, all that represent the surface. Okay, the surface of a wall is flat while the surface of a cricket ball is curved. Now next coming to a plane. It is a flat surface. A plane has length and width but no thickness. A page of your book, surface of a wall, the top of a table, etc. are some examples of planes. In straight line is drawn through any two points on a plane, the lines lie entirely within the plane. A plane surface is a surface that extends indefinitely in all directions. Next, coming to the parallel lines. Two straight lines are said to be parallel to each other if they lie in the same plane. They do not even meet when they produce step to extend on either side. This is called parallel lines. So you know the sides of the ladder, then sides of the table or cupboard, if it's straight and it moves in same direction, they are called as parallel lines. Next, coming to the intersecting lines. Intersecting lines. If two lines lie in the same plane and are not parallel to each other, they are called intersecting line. So if two lines are not parallel, so that means at some point they meet, right? So this is called as intersecting lines. Next we have collinear points. If three or more points lie on the same straight line, then the points are called as collinear point. Three or more points on the same straight line are called as collinear points. Hope it's clear. Next, concurrent lines. If three or more straight lines pass through the same point, the lines are called concurrent lines. The point is called point of concurrence. So we already explained, through one single point we can have unlimited lines passing through it, right? So the lines are called as the concurrent line and the point is called as the point of concurrence. Hope it's clear to you, children. Please write down all these definitions from your textbook. That is page number. It is there from page number 202 to 206. All the concepts which I explained, the definitions are in your textbook. Please go through that along with the figure, copy down in your classwork. Okay.